Is that your rocket car?
Well, no, okay. So
I'm building that.
Oh, no, wait. This is... Okay, so what you're seeing here, that is actually the stock model VTOL. Wait, maybe we should say something about what the fuck we're doing here. So I got Jensen, got Cheng, and it's me. Everybody knows who I am because I'm important. But...
Well, it's your channel at least.
I know.
Doesn't matter if you're important.
This is us dicking around on Kerbal Space Program, and it felt like this needed some explaining to do because the Polynesian Space Program is a gigantic failure. The Chinese aren't that far behind, and the Americans are kicking on our ass. And we're here to find out why.
I'm sorry. I represent the Curviate Union.
Well,
okay, I didn't know there was a regime change there. But okay, so this one you're seeing here, Jensen.
Yeah.
This one is the stock model. This is actually built into the game. You can actually pick it out of the default, and it's basically it's like super.
It looks like a car.
Yeah, it's like a car. It actually doesn't have wings or anything, but this is just me test driving it, and it's pretty stable. And this is kind of like the inspiration I got for like, hey, let's make a freaking VTOL, and thus spawned what we have now.
That's like something Batman would.
So of course we're working on these VTOLs for like 2 hours, and then Jensen's like 5 minutes later, yep, I got it.
It wasn't 5 minutes. It was more, it was more like 20. Come on.
You piece of shit. Damn your technological advances. If this was Civ, man, I'd be like in the Stone Age still.
Yeah.
And he'd be like researching military factories.
Pretty much.
But yeah, so this is me doing barrel rolls with it. It's pretty stable. It doesn't use a lot of fuel. It's got tons of like tiny rock engines, but I still fuck it up. And
that's pretty impressive that you managed to crash that.
Don't worry, I do that very often. I'm very good at that.
Okay, it's my plane.
So this is Cheng's plane. Okay, this is the
what footage did you actually put?
This is well. Remember, you submitted 2, and Jensen submitted 2 as well.
Did I submit 2?
Yeah, you submitted 2. So this is your first one.
Okay.
This is the one that say something.
So this is just basically just a couple of thrusters mounted onto the wings. Just bring them up to full blast. Engage the RCS. And you just got to keep them right in the center of mass. And generally,
you guys don't even put the brakes on.
Don't need the brakes. No, look, we don't need the brakes. And look, I'm manually taking off. Look at that. Now the problem too with this though is that when you engage those RCS and you try to flip it back and forward, it actually goes in reverse until you're moving forward because it thinks that it's trying to push you in one direction when it's actually trying to turn you in another. So as you can see, it gets a little stable once you get past the takeoff. And actually, I can hover pretty high on this thing. But the problem becomes when you try to turn, you've got thrusters on the bottom of your plane pushing it up, and at the same time you're generating lift. But you can't disable them because you don't generate enough lift otherwise. I probably could have made bigger wings, but it didn't work out so well.
Bigger wings.
Bigger plane, not so easy.
Well, yeah.
So,
I think that's a general rule there.
Yeah, basically it's just a VTOL mid-29, essentially.
It does look the most airplane-y.
But it will fly for a significantly long time. As you can see, my fuel is pretty much never going down. So I could probably fly this thing until the end of time, but I just figured I'd land it. And as you can see, there's debris all over the place from other planes that I failed to land properly. So you can see it coming in for a landing, slowing down a little bit, kind of tilting the nose upwards so I can get my reduction in forward momentum.
Did you ever pick up the landing gears on this fucking thing?
No, I did. They're on I-beams though, because the plane had to be raised to put the thrusters in. So I had to put the landing gears on I-beams, and that's why they look like they never go up, but they do. So if you go back and watch the footage, you actually see it.
I wish they had stronger landing gears.
Yeah, well, there's that too. Like
or more variety of landing gears.
Because the rover wheels are obviously a lot stronger too. This was actually kind of difficult because it was dark, and I was like, it's kind of flying by the actual altimeter. And even then, that's not really right because that's absolute and it's not actual relative. So you can actually be like 100 meters above the ground and actually...
There's a mountain below me.
Yeah.
Plateau.
That I don't even see.
Yeah, and there's that problem too. So there's really hard to gauge depth perception in this darkness, but I remember why I didn't turn on the lights. Because there are lights on the landing gears. Oh, but at least you can see the vapor hitting the ground. So that was my first indication. Yep, and so shuts down, just kill the engines, and we're all good.
Vertical takeoff and landing. I need to work on the landing part. I'm very bad at the landing part.
I think I actually took off after this too, but I don't know if you added that footage in there.
Maybe I did. I don't know. I kind of let things run. You gave me a bunch of footage. I was like, yeah, I'll throw it.
Yeah, it was just like, whatever, here, so.
I don't remember what the hell I put next, but we'll find out. Yeah, you're showing it off. You twat.
Good plane.
Yeah,
A little funky, though.
if you took off vertically and flew around and landed vertically, I'd show it off too.
You know, actually, here, I did try to take off again. I think I crashed the second time I tried to land, though, because I was like, oh, ran out of RCS, and it's done.
Oh.
Okay, so I may have had some problems here, and then maybe it was the takeoff part. Actually, did I recover from this? I can't remember. Nope, it didn't look like I did.
Oh, wait, maybe you do.
Man, that's some real flying there, man.
That's some vector thrust in there, bro.
Well, actually, all the thrusters have vector thrust, or
some version of it, really.
They're just not very good.
Damn.
What broke? Something broke on the second time around that caused me to crash significantly worse. Unless maybe I did just run out of RCS.
How long did it take you to build this thing? This one took like
I don't know. It took a long time and then it's a lot of constant tweaking because you have to keep both those thrusters on the opposite sides of the center of the mass, because otherwise it just screws up the whole thing. Now here's where the problem is. So if you dip too far, sometimes, then I've lost control, and the rear thrust, and that's it. She's done.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can't make really sudden turns with this thing. It's more just for like vertical takeoff and landing.
Well, that's the point. But
yeah, but it doesn't really do much of the maneuvering portion, especially not without the RCS.
Oh, that's what I made.
There's Jensen 1. What is it? Go over it, man.
Okay, so yeah, I got the toroidal engine spike. That was like my guaranteed kind of liftoff. And then I got the RCS. And really what kind of happens with this plane is that it balances on like the toroidal spike underneath. It needs to have it engaged in order to fly. This was a proof of concept plane.
It's a pretty damn good one.
You can see that I actually neglected any kind of rear tail fin. I just have like the ones on top.
Well,
yeah, I think it looks really stable.
I don't think you really need those rear winglets per se.
I was really making it to look good.
Well, that's the idea, right?
Here's the thing. This is basically, when we got a picture of this thing, and you showed it, and I showed it to Ching.
Yeah, you said you cried bullshit, like, oh, I got it done. Oh, bullshit.
And then you totally showed it off. I was like, fuck. How long did that take you? 20 minutes? Fucking God.
Something like that.
The thing is, here's the thing. You were the one that actually kind of pioneered the RCS idea in our brains, because prior to that, we weren't using RCS. And we were trying to use just all the regular
Oh, God, look at that landing, too. I don't know how. That's probably like the third attempt. Oh, and look at what I did. Look at what.
No.
I don't know why I did that. It was just like, oh, successful landing. Gears. Pull up the landing gears.
Oh, you gotta have something.
This is your other footage, Justin.
Oh, okay.
So this is the updated one.
This is the final.
This is the final. Why are there solar panels on this thing? You want to explain that to me? Is it just aesthetics? Is it eco-friendly?
No, I think the solar panels is to make sure that the
RCS.
Yeah, it has to have RCS.
Well, I know it's got it.
The solar panels are to make sure that the advanced SAS has electricity.
Yeah, but the turbine should be doing.
I didn't know that at the time.
Oh, okay.
Dude, but look at how the maneuverability on this thing is ridiculous.
Because it has like...
The SAS is pretty much additional thrusters.
The RCS, you mean?
Yeah, the RCS is like...
Yeah, it's
literally... Look at that. It's like almost as big as a thrust, though.
The downward thrust.
Yeah. It needs it, bro.
That's the structural integrity.
But actually, that's really... I really only need the RCS like in conjunction with the SAS. I can like right here. I can actually fly it without either.
Yeah, that's.
Is it fighting you the entire time?
It's constantly fighting you.
Oh yeah.
I think all these planes kind of do that.
Well, you like to say.
But another
What is the solar panels for?
He said.
yes,
He said it was for the SAS. He didn't know that the turbines generated electricity.
But the other crucial part here is that all three under turbines, they are independently controlled, and that's how I kind of balance it with the SAS.
I can see it going on the left there.
Yeah, and you see, whoa, there we go. And actually, there's a lot more to this video. In fact, I actually had it take off again, and
maybe you can get that to me. I'll reincorporate it.
Yeah, it actually crashed.
Okay, so this is my first submission.
This is really bad.
Okay.
Jeez.
I didn't have the landing part exactly in my head when I first started this. I just wanted to take off.
It's like Thunderbird 10.
And all you bastards were using the jet engines. I'm like, you know what? Fuck jet engines. I don't need no jet engines. We're the Polynesian Space Program. We'll do what we want.
So the worst part is you didn't use any platform to launch from.
Shut up, Jang. See? They just go straight up. Look at that. Look at that.
No SAS?
No SAS, no nothing. I don't know. Actually, I don't think I put a damn thing on it. The only reason why I have those two kind of extra fuel tanks at the front that are jutting out is because it's to balance the weight from the front and the back. That's the only reason why those are attached to it. Other than that, they serve no purpose.
Wait for this part.
But
this.
It actually it's pretty stable. Strangely. I had to throw on extra wings because, like, on the vertical part. But here's the thing: it does have one pretty goddamn gigantic critical flaw. Is that it's a two-stage thing. Okay, the second stage requires it to be completely vertical. Like, it cannot be like tilted at all, which we're gonna see in a little bit.
It seems pretty tilted now.
Yeah, this is kind of like when I was like, what do I do? Do I keep going or do I abandon ship? Do I keep going or abandon ship? And I actually have to launch those things off before I...
How did you recover from this?
Don't ask. I don't know how I recover from half of my flights, okay? That's how I do things. I just
Almost out of fuel.
It's okay. See? This is the
worst part. Watch this. It's gonna happen. There we go.
Right there. See, if that thing didn't fall off, okay, this would have gone. This would have gone. But the thing is that I lost that part, so I was just gonna go into death spin and
oh my gosh.
Completely fuck itself.
Whoa.
That's not even that's not really a plane. That's just kind of like fuel tanks flying.
That's like a rocket just kind of going.
But this is the ding dong too. Okay, this is my pride and joy. This is the greatest airship ever made.
Airship, huh?
I'll call it that. I'll call it an airship.
Did you actually land this thing?
No, because I can't. I don't know how to land. That's the problem. I don't know how to land. It's not
Nose
that I
up,
can't. It can
reduce
land.
thrust.
I'm just really bad.
Increased thrust.
Pray.
Lots of
Pretty
that.
much.
Lots of that. So, see, here's the beauty.
Okay, now watch this. I've seen
See,
this.
so this has to go up like this, and this is all totally planned. I have to do that. I have to do the flip.
This is seriously the plan, the flight plan.
This is the actual flight plan.
Okay, so here it comes, and eject, and now we got enough altitude. And
Try to avoid those other rockets.
That's half the fun. It shows the skill of the pilot. Oh, I guess I did land this one.
Didn't even take off, huh?
Ah, shit.
Oh, it took off.
Okay, so we mulligan that one. Mulligan that
It's okay, round two.
Round two, see. But it's going to go through pretty much the same flight plan.
Oh, jeez. I would be afraid if that came at me. I was like, okay, I give up.
See, now this time I'm flipping it backwards, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
I got this.
I think that's what the plan, the key was, to flip it backwards once. And then after you flip it backwards, it stabilizes, and then you eject. There we go. That's how I remember it happening.
Jeez.
Look at that. Then you just pull the landing gear, and there you go.
Yeah, no problem, right?
Yeah.
Everything is fine. Everyone's cool.
It's funny, though, is that this thing is actually pretty stable in the air because essentially it is a plane.
It kind of looks like a bat.
Yep, it's just a giant wing, really. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know how to land because I'm just really bad at flying. Which is funny, considering how much Ace Combat I've played in my lifetime.
Yeah, but how many times did you have to land in Ace Combat?
I actually land every time because I was one of those really crazy, weird guys. And I was all like, super realism. Even in mid-air fueling, I did
No,
every
but
one
you
of
did.
those.
You never did the landings in Super Strike Eagle. So
Okay, no, yeah,
that was
that's-
why you can't land here.
Never played
There
any of these games.
Ain't no flying. There ain't no fly-by-wire in Super Strike Eagle. There's land.
Didn't you do that? You did
Yes,
all the
that's
landings.
right. I was the lander.
I was the guy in the. I
And
was
then
in the back seat.
like then we were like 90% through, and then I crashed on one of the landings, and we were like, God damn it.
Yeah, that was all your fault. Those hours of my life gone. I want them back, Chang.
You would just waste them again.
I would.
Actually, Super
Try
Strike
doing
Eagle,
something
though.
like this.
Super
I like
Strike
how your
Eagle,
wings just kind of flex.
Well, that's how actually a lot of the long wings, like if you have the
Yeah,
extended ones,
actually,
they
okay.
tend to flex a lot.
So this wing design is actually based on one of the stock, the stock planes, which is actually a gigantic flying wing. But it's weird. It's got like I only have 2 of those extension panels. This one has like 4, and then it actually it looks like a P-51.
Oh.
Is it P-51 the one that actually has like the twin engines that are way out, and it looks like a big wing with the things that go from the engines to the back that connects to like a gigantic back tail thing? I'll put a picture of it on there.
The P-38 Lightning?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The double engine,
Yeah.
prop
That's the one.
with the...
I should send you guys the video of my solar-powered Ion plane.
What?
Did you actually make it take off?
Yeah.
What?
Ion in atmosphere?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's solar-powered. It's basically like a super long, giant wing.
I need this. I
Yeah.
need to see this thing. I'll edit it in here somehow
It-
while we're talking about this shit.
It goes...
Because there's really nothing that happens.
It goes
after this except for me
really,
crashing.
really, really, really far because it's... I mean, it's super slow. I mean, it's like...
That's
Well, it
not
doesn't
the
matter.
point,
The fact
dude.
that it flies.
And it's solar powered.
And it doesn't break in half with the slightest gust.
Shut up.
Well, this one's actually pretty sturdy, considering that it took off.
Are you gonna try and land?
I'm gonna the word try is the biggest word.
Okay, well,
It's coming in too hot.
Oh, God.
See, the thing is, this thing
And,
actually has a hard time turning. That's the biggest
Well,
problem. I
mine
think.
tell you a hard time turning. You gotta lift up more, and you're coming in way too hot.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I got this.
And
Yeah, it's-
and
See, both of you could have landed that, but I can't because I'm really bad. And that's basically all we got.